Hello guys, this is LeBron TCG and we're gonna be watching the second game of a possible three games for the Ecuador League. This is gonna be Darcanes versus Jair Part 2. So let's see if Jair can push it to game 3 or if Darcanes is gonna get a clean 2-0. That's gonna be a pass of the turn. Really interesting the first game, and that's the thing with Wing Zero, that if you don't attack them early and if they get all the blockers that they need, basically they're kind of unstoppable in the sense of like, the amount of units that you called. And also I think, in this matchup, I think the red and white deck needs more units to be able to compete. And it's not, to talk about this build specifically, but I think the blockers with the KASH and the Sinanju version is kind of too slow for the meta right now. With decks like Basago, everybody playing that Basago, the normal 1 year wars, the new red, no sorry, blue green rush decks, with middle to late game potential. Like those are really aggressive too, and then the huge blockers as well. Um, Red and white probably needs a more of a offensive approach rather than a defensive approach. But that's just me, it's my opinion. But if you guys have an opinion about that, leave it in the comments. Just let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's some food for thought. So you guys think a little bit about that. So it's gonna call the rig and pass the turn. It's gonna call the heavy arms, check the top, and then pass the turn. So it's gonna striker pack, try to get those bodies. It's gonna get that aggressive 4-2. It's gonna overflow, just call another unit. It's gonna overflow. It's gonna discard what? Stinking. Yeah, that's a really, yeah. That's the thing about overflowing affection. Like if you have really good hand, then sometimes you just need to wait for it, because right now that blocker could have helped next turn or after next turn. And maybe if he called the cash, so he had three bodies. But the thing is that with that Shenlong, basically everything that he's saying goes to waste, because he's gonna get rid of that. Now he's gonna get rid of that base, but of course by him blocking, which he shouldn't have, then he's gonna get rid of the base, and then he's gonna get rid of the unit, which is what we wanted. And the worst thing about it is that the Changwu Fei gives him no damage. So right now this is gonna be a really strong turn by Darcanes, which is gonna get a lot of advantage from this. So the Louvre damage, that's an L strike, so yeah, it's gonna attack with the heavy arms, of course it will. What's gonna be on the damage? It's gonna be a close combat. Pretty beefy unit, so it's not gonna do much of a difference, but of course it does a little bit. Right now, turn for Jair to answer to this onslaught of attacks by the Wing Zero deck. Right, he's gonna call the L strike, and then he's gonna pair the Haman. It's basically gonna just ping that and send something to the hand, and then just pass that turn. Basically just making the game slower for our friend here, Darcanes. He's gonna attack with that Shenlong. He doesn't care if he trades because he has that breach. And he already did his purpose, so that's basically 2 damage out of him with the breach. That's a Regula, that's good for him. Gonna ping that, and now he can basically call that Lufrit back and something else, or he can just call a wing and then get rid of the base. A lot of things he can do right now. He's gonna call the Changwu Fei just to get rid of that base that he could do too. And it's looking kind of grim for our friend here, JAIR. But yeah, guys, the Americas League is gonna be here soon, as soon as the Puerto Rico League ends, which is gonna be very soon as well. We're gonna start the top 8, and then we're gonna start basically the Americas League. So yeah, like we're basically about to be through with everything. And I'm really grateful for everybody that has participated. There was basically just something that I thought about, like to unite basically the Americas community. And I haven't done it like great, but at least this is a start for that. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for everybody that is over there. And yeah, we're gonna have people from Mexico, Chile, Guatemala, Ecuador, Puerto Rico, United States. Basically, just one because any other people like from the United States, I don't know if they don't want to lose or something, but yeah. And yeah, so we have basically a lot of people from different countries from the Americas. We're also gonna start the Philippine League as well. It's gonna be pretty fun too. It's gonna be starting as well as long as the Americas League. Right now it's 29 players. There's like 3 more that need to confirm, but they will confirm probably in today or tomorrow. So it's gonna be 32. If we can do 36, that will be amazing. If not, then 32 is gonna be fine as well. So yeah, you're thinking really deep what to do, but again, it's not looking good for him because right now, if yeah, he's just gonna block, prevent his base from being destroyed. And basically he has everything to call to from the hand. He can get a link and get rid of the base now really easily. So let's see if he does that. If he wins, it's just over. You win, get rid of the Louvre, get rid of the base, and it's just over. Is that what's gonna happen? See? Now that's a sword. That's another blocker. And I think this is pretty much resignable over here. And probably what's gonna happen, he's gonna call the Hero Yui over there. He's gonna go poke the base. He's gonna allow the base to be poked. And yep, that is gonna be a resign.